Hey, listen, we can still save Marlon Vera's career, okay? I know it seems like he's been exposed. Maybe you think he sucks. Maybe you're one of the people that think he sucks. After the Figgy fight, I had my thoughts, but there's still something there, okay? There's still something there, and it's not too late to save it. We're about to save Marlon Vera's career. Hear me out. Look, a record of 23-10 is some PFL journeyman nonsense. All right, I can admit that. But with Chute, it's like you're getting something different. It's like you're getting a 23 win, 10 loss dog. Just one of the toughest dudes in the whole UFC, honestly. And that you know it because that's all the commentators, that's all they know about him. When he's standing there getting tagged by O'Malley, it's just how tough he is. Forget his whole life story and everything he came from. Let's just talk about how tough this guy is, because that's all we have right in front of us. But anyway, that's more than half the battle of being in the UFC. It's just being a tough ass dude, and he is that. He's one of the toughest dudes. So we got it, Chute. You're already over halfway there. Let's tackle the other 40% for Chute. All right, first fix: learn to counter. Learn to counter. I mean, it's pretty essential to the whole shit, everything. There's really no reason you should be standing in front of your opponent covering up every time they initiate an attack. All right, Vera will even cover up on feints. I've seen it. Being able to counter is the only thing stopping your opponent from getting a free pass on you every time and just getting their shit off. You gotta have a threat of a counter or be able to counter. Not this cover-up stuff. I said this in an earlier video, but Marlon Vera fights like he's playing Mortal Kombat. Your turn, my turn. Your turn, my turn. Your turn, my turn. Like that's how he fights. And for anyone that doesn't know about Mortal Kombat, in Mortal Kombat, when your opponent attacks you can't really do too much. You really only have two options. You can either block or you can take the damage. And Vera is playing Mortal Kombat out there. But the people he's fighting are not playing Mortal Kombat. They're not playing by the same rules out there. They're countering and he's not. He's covering up. Your turn, my turn. That's crazy. It's so tough to watch, man. It's so tough to watch someone just be a non-threat whenever they're being attacked. Like O'Malley is really good at countering. O'Malley was countering the hell out of Vera, and Vera should have been able to learn from that. But he still played your turn, my turn with Figgy in his last one, man. It's just tough to watch. Like, let's stop shelling up, man, and let's start check hooking these bum ass niggas. Now the next fix is gonna require a little more effort, but if you want to be a world champion, then it ain't nothing. Leave your entire family behind and have your fight camps at Chute Boxe, Brazil. That's the one in Brazil. I'm not saying it's the best gym. I'm not saying it's my favorite gym. But I am saying that I've never seen a more perfect match for a fighter, like intangibles wise. Chute Vera and Chute Boxe fighting style. The gym is known for having guys that walk you down, cut off the cage the right way, and punish you. Okay? They're damaging fighters. These are fighters that do damage and you can't get away from them. So just imagine that on Chute. They keep a good steady pace in the fights too. Like something's always happening. Imagine if Marlon did that. Imagine if he fought like that. Marlon already a damaging dude. You know, remember his fight against Davy Grant. I always think back to that, just how many elbows, knees. He was messing Davy Grant up bad. Marlon already does damage. And he's known for his chin and his toughness. So when he's in your face like the Chute Boxe guys are, there's not going to really be the risk of like getting KO'd, because we never seen that. All right, and Chute Boxe would give him just give him what he doesn't have, which is better cage cutting, so that people are always at the same distance no matter how much they circle around the cage. I hate when fighters let a hurt dude get away just by circling, you know. So proper cage cutting, and just pressure and pace so that there's always something happening, you know. Like that's the main issue with these Chute fights, is like there's too much downtime. Like there's just too much, man. Just letting guys rest and you're standing there, and too much downtime in the fights. You don't see that with the Chute box guys. All right, like this, just go to Chute box. It would be like Cheeto went in the hyperbolic time chamber or some shit. He would come back a goddamn Super Saiyan. The bottom line is that Marlon Vera's flaws as a fighter really come down to him just not being all that great at the fighting part, which sounds like a diss, but it's super fixable. It's not a diss in any way. It would be way worse if he didn't have a chin, because there's no hope in that, you know? Like Phil Hawes can't change gyms and become a legendary version of his current self, but Cheeto can. Let's get to the matchup. Cheeto has lost 3 of his last 4, so we gotta be careful here with the matchmaking. We gotta give him a step down, but not a bottom feeder. We gotta give him a skilled guy that wouldn't hurt a fly. It's Jonathan Martinez, silly. Yeah, a fight where a loss hurts so minimally that it doesn't really mean anything, and a win basically saves your standing in the organization, like how they view him. So I think it's a close fight on paper that Cheeto wins easily if he has his confidence back in himself. Maybe this win will give him the confidence, but if he learned how to counter before then, that would be really awesome. And it would give the fans a lot of confidence in him too. So let's do that matchup. Jonathan Martinez, get Cheeto back in there in the dub column, and yeah, man, come on, Cheeto. Make those changes, bro, because everything else is there. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Thanks for watching. Sub to the channel if you rock with me, and catch you on the next one.